Do they rule by Sharia like completely?
Okay, so you have to rule by Sharia completely?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so the Umayyads all kuffar.
What do you mean? Not the people, but the government.
No, the government.
The regime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the regime.
No.
I mean, if you befriend Israel, America, and stuff, what else are you, bro? And
No.
not
Because you
like
said
leaving
something important.
some of the laws of Sharia.
Yeah, I understand. But let me tell you something. You said that you have to apply Sharia 100% or else you're kafir. So,
Yeah, absolutely. It's not that you're not ruling 100%. It's that you're changing the laws of Allah.
what does that mean?
Not ruling by Sharia and somewhere not applying it, but you're still ruling by Sharia. That's kufr duna kufr. But completely changing one law, like completely.
Give me
Regarding
an
something.
example. Like what changing law?
Changing the law. If the law for apostasy is to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Unalive. Like let's use the language for TikTok, and you change it for like fine, like for money or jail. Like you change the law. Like you write that's the law from now on. You've apostate.
But you don't say this is the ruling of Allah. You say I don't want to apply Allah's rule because of.
You change it. You leave it.
No.
Not talking about non-abiding like laws, like fully changing the law of Allah regarding something.
See, when the scholars talk about changing the laws of Allah, meaning they change religion, yani they say the ruling of religion is different. Like what Genghis Khan, they always give the example of Genghis Khan. You know Genghis Khan, right?
Yeah, like I heard like he killed like a bunch of Muslims.
Yeah. So this guy, Ibn Taymiyyah said he's a kafir because he changed the law of Allah. You know how?
How?
He wrote a book called Yasaq. And in that book, he said that this book is a revelation from Allah.
Subhanallah.
Yeah. So that book, they said that is changing the law. You meaning that there is a divine revelation other than the Qur'an and the Sunnah. That's the change that the scholars have said.
Living
Said,
it in your heart. Even if you rule by 100% Sharia, that's two different kufr. Even if you apply 100% of Sharia but believe that something else is divine,
yeah,
that's shirk. And even if you believe that Quran is the only law but do not implement 100% of it, that's also a part of like the different kufr.
What kind of kufr? Big or small?
Kufr akbar. Now, are we not gonna take like the clear ayah regarding the matter, bro?
Which وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ.
Yes.
You know that ayah got sent down talking about the Jews, right?
No.
Read the ayah before it.
It's regarding the Jews in the beginning, but then like says to Muslims, say whoever does not rule by which Allah has revealed, those are disbelievers.
طيب, what's the next ayah in the second page? Doesn't it say وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ?
Yes, but you are disbeliever, you're a dhalim, and you're like what's the third? I forgot.
Fasiq.
Fasik. So you mean like they're like fasikin but not disbelievers?
No, you know the interpretation of the ulama regarding these ayat, right?
I mean interpretation like from which ulama? The ulama who are getting paid by the same government, or the ulama who are not?
No, Ibn Taymiyyah, Imam Ahmad. Right, Ibn Kathir, Tabari.
Yeah.
They all gave the elaboration that if you rule by other than Allah's ruling, but you believe Allah's ruling is divine, then you could be a fasiq or a zalim, but not a kafir. And then they mentioned the narration of Ibn Abbas, kufrun duna kufr. They say
why does everybody misuse that like that first of which I heard like that it's not like strong, and that there is the other saying of him that it is kufr.
Who said it's not strong?
It is kufr duna kufr. It's not regarding the matters like not non-abiding laws. It's regarding like complete like like
I have all the translations.
Saudi, not Saudi. Is Syrian government like Muslim government? at the moment.
That's not. This is gonna talk. You're gonna get me into a very different conversation. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
But
But
let's
somebody
talk about
who
the
does not
ayah.
rule by Allah's law, like changes some of these laws and puts other abiding laws.
Okay, I'll give you. Wait. Let's talk about the ayah. The ayah, huh? وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. صح? Where does it say it's on rulers?
In the ayah itself, whoever does not rule by which Allah has revealed, those are disbelievers.
I can rule also. You can rule, right?
Well, yeah, it's regarding like your whole life, subhanAllah.
Everyone, صح?
Yes.
It's general.
Yes, but even the rulers fall under that.
Apply it to the rulers and everyone else. All Muslims. صح? طيب. If a woman does not wear the hijab, is she applying Allah's rule?
If she has bara from that, which because she's not wearing it, like believing I'm a sinner because of it, or believing I should wear it because Allah said so, but if she makes it halal upon herself, then she disbelieved.
Okay,
because she tried the verses.
Okay, now apply that to the ruler also. Same thing.
But they changed the law completely.
They don't say Allah's law changed. They say this is my rule. Allah's law is Allah's law, divine, but because of political pressure, because of greed, because of tourism, I want to change a little bit. I want to sell alcohol. I want to do riba. I want to do this. Haram, طبعا haram, major sin. I'm not saying it's good, huh?
But if you sell it but not make it halal, then we can speak. But if you say in this country it's halal from now on, that's a different thing.
No. Nobody says halal. Nobody says, they say it's permitted in my country to sell. They don't say halal. They say haram. But they say sell alcohol. No problem. This is kafir or not kafir?
Okay, but what about befriending like Tawaghit?
No, wait. Let's step by step.
Okay, step by step.
Let's finish this one and then we'll go to Tawaghit and dealing with Israel and all that. No, I have your answer. Don't worry. I'm not escaping. I'm not a liar. I'm here for you. Don't worry. So this, he's kafir or no?
Depends.
Same as the hijab concept, right?
Well, here you cannot take an entity which rules over people and has its own government and apply it to a single female wearing hijab.
So you're saying if I rule to someone else, that's a different case?
Yes.
Why?
Because you cannot change the law of Allah.
Nobody's changing. No, nobody's changing law of Allah. I'm telling you this. They're just not applying Allah's law. This is what's happening. This is the reality. It's a fact. It's not like Yasaq. You know who did that? I'll give you a real example. Real example. Somebody changed the law of Allah. You know who?
Who?
Gaddafi. You know Gaddafi?
Where did he?
Muammar Gaddafi, the ruler of Libya, previous ruler of Libya.
I'm familiar with his name, yeah.
He changed the law of Allah. He changed it the way that you say it's kufr. Yes, he did that. You know why? You know how? He said, don't say قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٍ in Qur'an, you know, Surah Al-Ikhlas. He says, say Allahu Ahad. Qul, Allah is telling you to say Qul, so you don't say. Isn't that changing?
Yeah, he changed the verse.
Right. He said in Ramadan, no need to fast. Changing or
no, that's the different thing. You're making it halal here.
Yeah, exactly. This is changing, تغيير. Now, when it comes to people who are not applying, but they have human law, I'm saying a human, not divine law, my law, and I am permitting haram things, that doesn't make him a kafir. The ulama of Ahl Sunnah
permitting, did you just say permit?
A permit is different than legislate, divine legislation. I'm not saying this is part of religion. He's not saying it's halal. No. He's saying sell, but it's haram. But sell.
Okay, what about shirky temples like being built and left alone?
All of this fall under the category of not applying Allah's rule. Does he believe it? Like you said, didn't you say if he believes it, istihlal, takes him out of Islam.
But he's letting kufr outwardly, like being committed.
haram.
And there's no treaty, and there's no treaties like mentioned like in ninth year of Hajj. From then,
What no
and
treaty?
then like it said like you cannot do like this shirk outwardly like anymore.
Sorry, I'm not following. What are you saying?
Do you know when the treaty was in Surah Tawbah was running out, and Allah says from now on, the mushrikeen cannot do like their shirk outward like they used to around the Kaaba.
Yeah, in the Kaaba there's no shirk.
Not around the Kaaba, but like around the Kaaba.
Around
like
the
far away
Kaaba.
from
What's the dimension? Where does it? Where do you draw the line?
Okay, well, I'll take another point. This point, one sheikh, which is also in prison by the government, he brought this up. Citizenship.
Yes.
So Saudi. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say names. So the government can give even a biggest kafir ever, like citizenship with full rights and everything, just because he's a citizen, and the other Muslim who is not a citizen, he lacks those rights, even though like he's a Muslim, he deserves more rights than the kafir.
So what is that?
Then that's changing the law, the citizenship.
What? How is that changing the law, bro? You're not. That's not changing the law. This is political. These are modern things. Citizenship never existed. These are like currencies. Today we have currency, we have dollar, we have traffic rules, we have citizenship because of geographical borders and things like that. This is not part of religion. This is part of dunya things. How are you making it part of religion?
It is part of religion when you're ruling and giving kafir who has citizenship more rights than the Muslim who doesn't.
Citizenship is part of Islam. Where did Allah tell you have to have citizenship for Muslim? Where?
No, that's what I'm asking you, because the government implemented that.
But I'll ask you a question. During the time of Medina.
Okay.
Kuffar, Jews, idol worshippers, munafiqeen, they're all there. The Prophet ﷺ was protecting them.
Yeah,
you know
the
that,
treaty
right?
was
No treaty. He was the ruler. Prophet was the imam there.
But they were paying jizya then.
Huh?
They were paying jizya then.
No paying jizya. They were part of Medina. They were not paying jizya. Nobody was paying jizya. It was part of Medina.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? This is a fact. It's to read the seerah. When the Prophet came to Medina, when he ruled the Medina, and they gave him bay'ah. صح? And then he wrote the laws of Medina, the law of Medina. And he said in the law of Medina that the kuffar and the Jews and the Muslims, they live together and coexist. And if anybody harms anybody in the Medina, whether he is kafir, whether he is Jew, whether he is Muslim, we all protect him. And same goes for everyone. And they coexist and nobody fights. This is written, Medina.
I need to check this, bro.
Yes. Look it up in Ibn Kathir, Bidāya wa Nihāya. Look it up in Sealed Nectar, Rahiq al-Makhtoum. Look it up in Abu Ishaq al-Siyar. Look it up in al-Bayhaqi, fi Dalā'il al-Nubuwwah. All these books are talking about this. Where did it happen? When the Prophet migrated from Medina to Mecca, and he stayed in Medina. And they coexisted together.
I will check this.
So listen, bro. Now you understand why I call people Khawārij? Don't get offended, huh? But people don't read, don't understand religion. They think that because someone got thrown in jail in Saudi, that he's a hero. It's not like that, bro. I'm not a paid agent. I'm not trying to lie to anyone. These are facts.
So you say just because they were geographically in Medina, they were freed from paying jizya and everything, and were left alone with full rights and everything.
Yes, the Prophet. When does jizya apply? When does jizya apply? Huh?
Is asked from Jews and Christians.
No, the correct saying is from everyone, Jews and Christians and other pagan religions. But when does it apply?
It's not mentioned in the ayah. In the ayah in Surah Tawbah is only mentioned Jews and Christians.
I know, but what is the tafsir of the ayah? You have to have the correct tafsir of the ayah. Just like وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهِ. You have to have the correct tafsir of the Salaf. Don't we say Salaf? Salafi?
Yeah, bro, but still they need to bring proof for that which you're saying. You cannot just interpret the ayah on your own, bro.
Some ayat, you apply them zahiran, apparently. Some ayat, they say Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned the Jews and the Christians, but it applies on everyone. And then we go back to the Sahaba. How did they interpret it? So the correct saying is that it applies on everyone. But that's not the point. That's not the point of the discussion here. The point of the discussion is, when is it applied, jizya? Jizya is applied when you go to a country and you do fath, jihad, offensive, and then they say, I don't want to Islam. I don't want Islam. So you tell them, give me jizya. صح ولا لا?
So the people.
This man came to your country. He wants to live in your country. Why you make him pay jizya?
Because he's not Muslim and he's living under
That's
your
not
rule.
okay. That's not how you pay jizya, akhi. I told you, jizya is when the country comes to another country. You fight. You take the country. Then the non-Muslim they say, we don't want to pay. We don't want to accept Islam. Say, that's okay. Pay jizya now. But one guy comes. But then, by the way, jizya is upon the authority of the rulers. Hatta aslan the ulama differed on what is the amount of jizya. Nobody knows. Like, there's no clear-cut hadith or something saying this is the amount. Some ulama said this much. Some ulama said dirham, dinar, whatever. And it's differed. It's a matter for the people of authority. It's not a matter of asl fi din, yani. Paid, not paid. This is not a ruling of Allah. It's got nothing to do with kufr and iman. Don't get obsessed with the circle of kufr and iman. Kufr and iman. Everybody, oh, this guy kafir, this guy Muslim, this guy kafir. That's not how Islam is applied.
What do you mean? That's literally the core of your religion.
What's that?
That's core of your religion.
What is called jizya's core of your religion?
No. The just which you mentioned, bro. To see if you yourself first are on iman or on kufr, like to stay away from kufr, not to commit.
Al-asl for Muslim. Al-asl by default, Muslim is kafir or Muslim. Asl.
Yeah.
تحكم عليه what you rule.
Yeah, Muslim.
Muslim, unless you have بينة كوضوح الشمس. Then what happens? Then you have to have. Is there excuse of ignorance in major kufr or no?
No.
Yes, there is. Correct saying is there is.
What do you mean? But what's the proof then?
The proof is hadith fi Sahih Bukhari. When the man, I'll give you the short hadith, this is a long hadith. When the man was going to die and he told his family members, his sons.
The man who ordered to be burned after that.
Yes.
Bro, I was explaining this like 2 days ago to one brother, like who misunderstood this. Like, you cannot use this especially when there is so many clear proof that it's not. Like,
why? Tell me why.
The ayah, when some of the mushrikeen come to ask you for protection, give it to them so they may hear the words of Allah, because they're people who do not know. So Allah called him ignorant and called him a mushrik in the same time.
This is about mushrikeen, not about Muslimin. We're talking about Muslimin leaving the folds of Islam. When استجارك أحد من المشركين, he's mushrik to begin with. وإذ استجارك أحد من المشركين. نعم.
So you say
because Muslims.
What do you mean? Still, okay then.
The ayah that you mentioned, one kafir comes to you, let him hear Qur'an. So he gets guided. That's simple.
But he is ignorant and Allah still called him a mushrik.
What does that have to do with anything?